know. I really, like, can do anything. The hard part is, what do you want that thing to be? We'll see if it works!
No one's looking, I can now turn into a goblin.
I mean, it probably sounds ridiculous. We're talking about dried figs.
Trying to
witness a Kristen food
Oh my god, it
rampage.
happens like every night. And I feel like we talk about this all the time, but like, put the reps in. Keep these muscles fucking up.
No, but you do.
I look forward to
Whoa,
using.
how does your brain even work like that?
Yeah, I've learned so much through this experience.
Wait,
This could not be more perfect.
it was like, oh my gosh.
Of course, there was no music, so any noise we made was gonna
it was
be
loud.
so loud.
I hate when there's no music at the gym.
I heard it like very, very well from downstairs, and I was just like, I have no idea what that was.
It was
And
the
then
sound
when
of my body hitting the treadmill and the floor.
Yeah, well, anything for the shot, you know?
Awesome.
How did you trip? Like, what?
I usually take 2 steps per treadmill. I've done this enough times.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I can see it.
oh, that really hurt.
It's gonna be gnarly.
It is.
Like, in a couple days, it's gonna be like
Yeah. Oh, I usually take 2 steps per
tread.
per treadmill. Yeah, I was like, what was I saying? But I stepped between them. And
Yeah.
that's why I went down and my shin caught it immediately.
Oh my God.
I can't. Fletchy.
That. Yeah, that is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel like I always get injured at the gym. I'm like the problem child.
Yeah, I did have that one week there where I looked down and my finger was just covered in blood, and I was like, what the fuck? And then the scratch was like this big, but somehow it bled a lot.
Berit has a pretty good sense of humor about her gym mishaps.
If I don't laugh, I will cry.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like that too.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
if something hurt me, I would be like, oh, it's fine.
Come here!
Nabbed! Special guest appearance.
Oh, man. Okay. Do we want to, like, talk about how we're going to structure things a little differently?
Yeah, things are gonna change around here
Yeah.
from now on.
We're getting serious.
It's serious. You might have noticed we have a very legitimate daybed from World Market.
And we went and got and put together.
We did, and we built it incorrectly the first time and then rolled the tape.
After I said, guys, we can't make the mistake of putting this bed together and just making assumptions, and then at the end we're like, oh fuck, and that's literally what happened.
Well, somehow we just missed one critical step.
It was critical.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a step that we could be like, it's fine.
We're like, why is this not working?
Sorry.
Yeah. But we hit a milestone.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, this episode will probably be coming out like the first week of July.
So that's crazy to see.
So how many subscribers do we have now? Comment down below.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
Because
And we'll tell you how many we had
on
in this episode when that episode comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
True.
Guess down below.
Yeah.
Guess what our subscriber milestone
Was our
was
subscriber
today.
count? Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
And then it'll be cool to
Subscribers
compare the
will be
two.
fun. It's fun. It's been really exciting to like watch the numbers tick up, but also know that like we're doing it not because the numbers are ticking up. We're doing it because we want to. Obviously, they're not ticking up that much, but
And well, I think it's also cool to, again, I feel like we talk about this all the time, but like put the reps in.
yeah,
It will happen.
put the reps in.
That's literally the key to life.
Like, it started as a joke, and then we were like, wait, let's just legit do it. And we've stayed, like...
But
Consistency.
think about,
It's
yeah,
think
we've
about
stayed
successful
dedicated
people.
to it.
That's what happens. Like,
Yeah.
anyone who's successful in life, they literally just stick with it. They
Yeah.
don't let failures, like, stop them. They just continue to do it, and they just figure out how to get better each day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, like, overnight success. It can be a little bit better each day.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've grown so much, and just from the very first episode to this one.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah, we started on the couch downstairs in my house, and then we had a couple episodes in your house around Christmas time
Yeah.
with the tree.
That was, like, right when I moved in, yeah.
And then Berit got the wild idea to just make a studio in her
Yeah.
house.
Just who needs a guest room?
Well, we
when you
started
can
to
have-
add lights and stuff. And
Yeah.
then
Oh, we
we
did.
were like, we need
we added the lights when we were downstairs, and I had to put them away all the time.
It was annoying.
Yeah.
So
that's why we do it in here now.
Yeah.
This is our office.
Because everything
this
can
is
stay
our
set
office.
Our fun office.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep doing it because there's no way we can't be successful. We won't be successful if we keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's so great when you realize that.
It's so fun.
It's so great because you're like, wow, I really can do anything. The hard part is, what do you want that thing to be? I really think that that's the harder part, is figuring out what you want to keep putting the reps into.
Mm-hmm.
And also shout out to YouTube for putting new content in so that people can find it.
Oh,
Instead of just burying it and being like, well, figure out how to get people to view you or whatever. YouTube's been doing a really good job
I've
of
been getting new content on my feed too. People with, you don't really watch a lot of YouTube.
No, I don't. I was actually thinking the other day, I don't know why I need to start. Because when you send me something, I'll go on a YouTube kick.
the browser.
Because it'll just be up and it'll play me something next, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Browse.
And so then I get on it for a little bit, and then I don't, and then it's every 2-week thing.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That's probably for the best.
I love YouTube.
I love YouTube.
It's the only channel I watch.
But
every once in a while
Spotify
I'll watch something
and
on
stuff.
Netflix or Max, but it's a specific thing that I'm going there to watch.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
YouTube's pushing out small creators, and it's really cool to think that it's 2025 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
One day it will be 2030.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One day, that is inevitable. I'll still live here. You'll still live right there. You'll
Who
still
knows
live over
where
there.
all that-
Probably.
Yeah.
Over on 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe. And that house is calling your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
But we'll be 4 years into a podcast.
Yeah.
5
Yeah,
years
that's
into a
crazy.
podcast.
So
There's no way we won't be better at it than we are now.
and
Yeah.
we'll just we are all people that we love to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's none of us are gonna not continue to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned so much through this experience. Things that really scared me. I was so afraid of anything online.
Yeah.
Anything that had to do with making content and stuff like that. It was so foreign to me. It was, like you said, it was like a foreign language, trying to just immerse myself in it.
I was just post a YouTube short, and you're this might as well be in Japanese.
Yeah. It's not my comfort zone, but it is so beneficial to get outside of your comfort zone and do something new and see that you can do these things. And
see
that
that
it's
you
not
can
really
do
that
it.
scary.
Yeah.
Making my first video start to finish, and I was like, oh, I did it, and it wasn't that hard.
Nothing is ever as bad as I feel like we make things out to be.
I actually feel like I'm pretty good at being you know what, I might not know how to do it, but I know I could figure it out. I think I have a pretty good attitude about
seem
that.
to have that
Yeah,
attitude
you
about.
do have a really DIY do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm I could probably, anything that I put my mind to, I think I could figure out if I wanted it bad enough. Which is
I think that goes for the gym too. Obviously consistency is key, but once you start seeing a little bit of progress and a few subscribers and a couple of comments, you're ooh. Once you see a little tricep, you're woo!
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely motivates you to work harder and do more. You're what can I do now?
Celebrating the little wins is so much as important as celebrating hitting.
I kind of think that's
Yeah, which is not something that we even considered when we started doing this, was hitting subscribers. We were just let's just do a podcast. But now we're but wait, people are watching us?
Yeah. The fun part really is the doing and then looking back on.
Yeah.
I really, because I don't know, just, that's such an accomplishment.
Wait, we started the podcast story in the wrong place. We did not start on the couch downstairs. We started in the folding chairs in the piano room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was
that's
janky.
right.
That
We
shit
were
was
all
janky.
We were this close, trying to fit into the.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a loud echo, and the sun was right on my eyes.
That sun. We were we need something over there.
Well, we need light, but we didn't have this baby yet, which
Yeah.
I'm seeing now is casting a little bit of a glow behind your head. I'm hoping that doesn't look too bad. I guess I could find out.
Yeah, why not? Michelle's looks totally normal from like where I'm at.
No, this light is like a little box behind your head.
Oh.
Also, I don't know anything about lights and sound and cameras. Like,
yeah, you just
I just
figured it out. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
You were in an AV
these
club?
days.
AV club. I was in journalism.
Yeah, these days I just feel like you have no excuse. Like if you want to learn something, you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nowadays,
Yeah.
any information is available to you
Yeah.
if you just go looking for it.
Yeah.
You will find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can get
And
better
anyone
at
can be
something.
successful. I mean, have you seen those videos of people in like the like very rural Africa singing happy birthday to people?
Oh, yeah.
Like they're like, this is for you, and they hold up a picture of the person. Like if they figured out like,
yeah,
we're gonna monetize. We don't have like as many resources as many people, but
But
we're
we
gonna
have a cell phone.
we have a cell phone, and we
can
know
be entertaining.
and we can sing happy birthday to random people on the internet. I like those videos. I think they're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so niche. Like
Yeah.
so.
You have to be a certain kind of person
Yeah,
to.
but you know what? They're
But
out
that's
there.
like simple stuff. Like everything is accessible to you. Like you can take college courses online now, and you can like only take a couple of courses instead of like know what I mean. Like anything that you want to do is so available to you in this time right now that we're in.
But so much of it is even free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube has a wealth of knowledge. Everything I know about like stoicism, like that's a niche interest of mine. I know from YouTube.
Yeah.
I watched The Daily Stoic every single day, and I read his book because of his YouTube channel. And like everything I know about productivity and Notion is all Michelle B.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are like really
That's like
big.
wellness and everything. I learn it all from just going out there.
So that's what we want to do. We want to like provide a little bit more value than just our,
Our quirky selves and
our
stories.
stories.
Like our stories are awesome. And we're still gonna tell
we're
them,
awesome,
but
we also
we want to
contribute.
contribute. So
with
that being said, I'll start with my, I guess, fitness. Sorry, it's not a fitness tip. It's like a wellness food tip, I guess. But I have been kind of doing this a lot because when we garden, I get kind of hungry.
a little snacky.
Like very hungry. And I'm like pretty hungry throughout the day. And because I honestly think it's like taking a good amount to like keep these muscles fucking up.
No, but you do have to feed your
But, like,
muscles.
honestly,
You're right, yeah.
Your metabolism is insane.
Like I do feel hungry a lot. And so I'm like, okay, I need to like figure out how to rein this in, especially when we garden, which you can do what you want with that in here, but because like I go crazy after.
Oh,
so
I've been known to go crazy.
yeah, I'm just like give it all to me. So what I've been trying to
witness
do.
a Kristen food
Oh my god, it happens like every night.
Oh my god.
But I've learned
She's
how
like,
to
no one's
control
looking.
it.
I can now turn into a goblin and eat everything in my house.
I've learned how to control it a little bit, and that's and this kind of brings in the whole, what's her name, Jessie, the glucose goddess, I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
It kind of like has a few of her tips sprinkled in, but I've been making this like microgreen salad.
Okay.
And so I'll do just like a big bowl of microgreens and like sunflower seeds, some Parmesan cheese, and red onion. Like pretty basic salad, and then I spray it with like the 0-calorie avocado oil because it essentially tastes like just avocado oils on it. And then I do salt and pepper and then like a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar. And I eat that like while I'm making dinner.
Okay.
Yes.
And so then I'm like,
You're not.
I'm able to eat and not snack on like chips or because a lot of times I'll do like sweet potato chips and cottage cheese and like you shouldn't eat that many of those. You know?
Sweet potato chips and cottage cheese
Oh,
aren't
they're
that bad,
great.
but there's a lot of sodium in that.
And like the sweet potato chips are pretty high calorie. So I guess my tip is to find like low calorie but like high fiber and I guess nutrient dense food that you can snack on and that'll fill you up. I think the high fiber is important because I do feel like full afterwards, and so then I'm eating less but I'm feeling more full. Because once you feel so full, you're like, oh my god, I can't eat anymore. Like I feel physically kind of sick. But if you get to that point, not that you should like be getting to that point, but if you get to that point with like broccoli and salad, it's just you're saving yourself a lot of calories and it's better for you. I mean, because then you're getting your greens before to like
and
get your stomach. You're
eat
supposed
like
to
in a certain
The little bit of balsamic vinegar is good in there too because that also helps prevent your blood glucose from spiking.
Yeah. You should eat your greens and then your protein and then your carbs.
In that order because it like sits.
Is it? Yeah, it's green like protein, fat, carbs. So yeah, and it's honestly like helping, and I love that salad now.
Yeah, I love getting on a kick of eating something that I'm obsessed with that's really healthy.
Nutritious. Yeah, and like I've got the sunflower seeds in there, and if your I'm looking into seed cycling a little bit, and that's why I got like a huge bag of them, and so it's like hitting so many boxes.
Yeah,
and
that's always good.
It's not. It's and I put raisins sometimes in there.
Bad.
Yeah. I do still have my goat cheese and figs though. So
figs are so good.
If I have that bag of Costco figs, I'm eating them every day.
Oh, I eat 2 a day.
Oh yeah, of course. Minimum.
Sometimes more.
I was gonna say sometimes there's an AM and a PM fig.
Oh, if I were home all day every day and those figs, I would go back for more. Even on the weekends, that's when I usually eat more.
They're so good.
Yeah,
very good.
You have to eat this type of, I mean, it probably sounds ridiculous. We're talking about dried figs.
It's so bad. Do you remember though? We would get them from Costco, and I actually have to give Wes credit for this. He bought them, and I looked at them and I'm like, these are fucking rotten.
They look. They totally look rotten.
And so I'm like, I can't eat these, and then I'm like, wait, maybe they're not. And then I tried one. I don't know if you tried one.
Literally, that was my exact same experience.
I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, and I'd never had it before.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, life-changing.
Yeah.
I did make homemade fending.
Yeah.
But they're just like, if you have never had a fig, go.
Oh, they're so good.
A dried fig.
Yes.
Go get one immediately. Honestly, non-dried figs are good too. Yeah. But dried are better. For sure.
Yeah. You have to be consistent with like trying to eat. I mean, obviously trying to eat healthy, but like finding new things.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can just swap things out, if you can go, well, instead of having like these high sugary things, I'll have some dried fruit around or something like that.
Dried cranberries are like my gummy bears. I have a little bag of them in my car. Oh, you saw that in my lunch picture.
Yeah.
At my lunch
raisins.
Was cranberries, cottage cheese in a little Tupperware, and a chicken sausage.
That's something I would fucking do.
I know, so I was like, oh my god,
my go-to is dried apricots.
Oh
yeah.
Especially like the organic, like the Zalays Farm local ones.
Yeah. I will say, make sure you don't get dried fruit with sugar added. Because a lot of them add the sugar, and I'm like, what?
No, it's already sweet. It doesn't need anything
but I think
added.
a lot of people don't realize when you see like dried mango, it's like at Costco right now it has sugar.
It's like coated in sugar, isn't it?
But they used to have dried mango that was sugar free. I don't know why they switched, but like people probably buy that thinking they're synonymous. Like there's no difference really. And
there's a lot of really misleading stuff happening at the grocery store. Like a package of like some processed food and it has like American Heart Association and all this stuff like plastered all over it.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait,
like all the cereals and stuff are like heart friendly. I'm like, this is Cheerio, like Lucky Charms.
Yeah. It's like there's hardly
16
any
grams of
value.
sugar in per serving in this. What?
One more thing.
Yes.
So I need to shout out that Royo, I actually don't know how they pronounce it, Royo bagels.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are like 80 calories, they're I think 10 grams of protein, and like
Wild.
very little carbs, like 4 carbs I think, if that. It says 39 carbs, but it's the dietary fiber, so don't pay attention to that. But I think they're good. I don't know if you guys like them.
Yeah, they were. I liked them.
They taste like there's not a lot there. Like it's very light.
See, I thought that initially, but the more I've had them,
I actually
I actually would say that it's not as much like that. I had it as like a sandwich. I made like a breakfast sandwich with it.
Yeah.
And it was like very...
I just put honey on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I think
enough.
that's when I thought that too. It's not a meal. Like
Yeah.
you can't treat it as if it's a meal, but it's a good thing that fills you up. It's really low calorie.
Yeah.
And they're like very clean ingredients and all that.
Yeah, and if you can get protein in your carb source, do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Farro,
And
quinoa,
tons of fiber.
all of that stuff.
Fiber, protein, yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit. You know what else is good shit? Cat cards.
Cat cards.
I think did we intend to do this every... What am I doing? I don't shuffle. Did we intend to do this every episode when we started?
I don't think it was
the cat cards?
I don't think we meant to do
didn't.
it.
No.
Because we were
But
like,
it just,
we
like-
should do it again.
I think when we didn't know, like, honestly, where to go sometimes, that was a nice...
Also, I think
Crutch.
that we just started doing it whenever we hung out.
Yeah.
In the
and then we were
evenings.
like, we should just do it on the podcast
Yeah.
instead.
Because
we would always have deep conversations about it afterwards.
Yeah,
So we're like, well, what if
yeah.
we just put it on the podcast?
Because-
That way we could still have the conversations.
they were always so on point.
And they still are.
Yeah.
Katarina is the universe.
Yeah, she gave me
I
chaos.
feel like this is like a refresher episode. We're like, this is
Yeah.
the podcast. This
And
is what we're
we
doing.
kind of took a bit of a hiatus. Not a hiatus, but we had like a few weeks where...
Yeah, they won't notice, but...
Yeah.
No, but we just all had crazy weeks. I was out of town, you were sick.
It's sad.
Your
I was just sad.
birthday,
Yeah.
there were some things.
But, we don't have a hiatus for them because you guys got a fantastic producer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Wait!
This could not be more perfect!
This is weird. Which is weird because after
Yeah.
my one 2 days ago...
Okay, we have to explain our cards. We've been bad about this.
We have.
We don't show what we have. We
Yeah.
don't talk. We don't say
You're
what
right,
the
you're
name
right.
is. What card do you have?
Okay, I have peace, which is weird. Because 2 days ago, I, like, literally had just everything was just not going right. And I'm usually someone who doesn't let that, like, spin to make other things go wrong. And I was even like, I'm not gonna let that happen this time. I think I texted you that. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna let this ruin my day.
And I feel like things ended up, my mood was fine at the end of the day.
You were at your wit's end.
I was very close, but I was still like in good spirits, I would say.
Yeah, you
The
were.
girl with the dog pushed me over the edge a little
No, but
bit.
when I left your house, you were in good spirits.
Yeah, and by the way, I yelled at you when you were yelling, or when you were walking. I was like, I went and got the battery, and I put it in my mower, and you were walking, and I said, we'll see if it works! And you didn't see, and I was like, oh god!
Whoops.
And like, there were people outside, and I was like, yep.
We'll see if it works.
I should have just doubled down. Yeah. You know what was even worse? It didn't work because I grabbed the wrong fucking battery. And I knew what battery to grab, and I grabbed the wrong one, and I had to walk back and get the other one.
That's another thing I want to witness. Kristen food rampage and yelling into the neighborhood. Yelling into the ether.
I think the whole neighborhood hears me like yell at Ranger and Penny and stuff. So.
I mean, I do.
Isn't that girl that was like laughing and falling down that one day?
Oh yeah, when you passed the hot guy. The hot guy in the corner. We talked about that on here.
Oh, I need to ask my neighbor about him. Not him, the lot. I want to ask them if they know what's going on with that lot. But anyways, yeah. So it's kind of I feel fine. Lauren asked me about the cat last night, and I was like, I could make this really ruin my day. But I'm like, I'm just going to use this extra time that I have, because I have to stay up late, to, like, get stuff that I need to get done. And it, like, forced me to do it, because I needed to waste time. And so yeah, I don't know. I need to read into this and like I want to look deeper, but
yeah,
that's my like.
How are you going to implement this in your coming week?
I think maybe it's a sign to like stay a little just like calm and carefree. Like, okay, that happened. What are you gonna do about it? It's not gonna
grounded.
I love that. For
yeah,
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that Kat was like testing me the other day to be like, let's see how you handle all this chaos. And now she's like, okay, you did okay.
Yeah. I got the Soulmates card, which is hilarious because didn't you just get this a couple days ago?
I did, and I am in a shiny new relationship, so that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're in an old relationship. Maybe it's just saying questions.
Soulmates is the three of us, as we have talked about many times on this podcast.
It for sure is.
It's just saying that, like, I'm with my mates.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with my mates.
This is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be...
Nothing to be concerned about.
Nice.
Co-creating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
Co-create.
That's what we're doing.
I was like, this could not be more perfect.
That's
awesome.
You and Eric.
That's me and Eric, too. Oh, yeah.
Eric.
The guy I hooked her up with it last night.
Yeah.
I did not hook up with a guy last night. That's what that sounded like. No, you're...
He's a musician. He's a musician, and Berit was playing music for me, and I was like, man, she needs to get into the right hands. And she said something about drums, and it just made him come into my head, and I was like, he would know what hands to put this girl in, and he could help her.
Or at least teach you stuff,
and I was like...
If anything.
At first I was like, I'm gonna just, like, I should message him and see if he would, like, talk to you and maybe put some drums on your tracks and like, maybe mentor you a little bit. And then I was like, I am not going to put this off. I'm going to message him right now while we're sitting here. Like, it seemed like
awesome.
There was a sense of urgency.
Like, yeah. Like,
literally,
how did I not think about this before?
Yeah, it was like, it just came into my head. I was like, oh, this is the right person to pass her on to because he's going to put her in the right hands.
Oh, that's crazy that I didn't realize that you were so urgent about it. You were like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Because today in therapy, I was telling my therapist, like, this is something that has been a long time coming because Eric also does recording, mixing, and mastering, and that's stuff that I can't do as well. But when I was like 15, I started writing music, and I wanted to have an album out by the end of high school. Didn't do it.
Yeah.
I had like a dinky little thing with a friend, but I didn't like do the thing I wanted to do. Didn't do it in college. Haven't done it since college, and I have so much like denial and like self.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. Why haven't you done this?
Yeah.
I would love to have had those recordings now in my 16-year-old voice singing my 16-year-old songs.
That would be
cool. Like, I have to be okay with having my 25-year-old, 26-year-old voice singing my 26-year-old songs, but I'll love that when I'm 36 and 46.
And
like you
maybe like this was your time to start. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like you were ready now. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, I mean, I have microphones because I have recorded stuff before, but it's always just been for me, but I kind of want to share it because I have gotten good feedback.
Well, your songs are not only beautiful, but you are a good songwriter.
Yeah.
And not only are you a really good musician, but you are a very good musician. You play guitar, piano, you sing, all of it. Like, you do all of the things very, very well. But you also, like, are such a good lyricist. When I hear the poetry that comes out
that's
in
what
songs,
I'm most proud of.
And that's what people like. Like, that's
I'm
what
like,
I look for in music.
How does your brain even work like that? That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's like, it's so easy. And I'm like, no, it's easy for you.
Yeah, I don't, honestly, sometimes when people are like, Taylor Swift is the greatest poet of our generation, I'm like, I mean, she's
I don't
good.
think that, but
no, but like,
but no, I know what you mean.
Stuff.
Yeah. A lot of people like,
she is good with the words.
She's good with the words, but it's not out of reach. Like I can write songs.
Dude, you are really good. You are really good at writing.
I think it's also because of your kind of how you feel. Like you are
I'm a very feely person.
You have a high emotional IQ, and I think that like
I would say so.
kind of gets you into your feels, and then it makes you express yourself.
Yeah, and you're already a very artistic person, outputting person anyway. So
the
fact that you have all the feels and the creativity means that amazing stuff comes out of you.
I have to. Like, if I don't, I feel like I'm bottled up inside if I don't make art in some capacity, which I feel like that's, I don't know, some people are just like born to make art in some way, and I feel with my journaling, a video just came out today about the journal that I kept about our first year friendship.
Yeah. I watched that today.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what people are missing in life, though, sometimes, is not having that creative outlet. Like, people that are sad, I don't even know if they know they're missing it sometimes.
Well, not everything looks so different. Like,
like, even for me, it's like my house and like, and like cooking, just doing something with my hands to like
something that makes your brain like express.
Yeah.
But for me, it's definitely like my emotions need to come out in words and
for sure.
pictures.
Yeah.
It must happen.
Yeah.
And it's how I process things.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally,
it's crazy how we're all built so differently too. Like,
if my journal hears about it like a couple of times and I'm not over it, then I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
I've told you that before.
Yeah.
But usually, like, I can get through stuff from just expressing myself. And I want to share that.
Journaling is hella helpful.
Journaling is really good. It's really nice that you know what your artistic outlets are. I don't think everybody knows what theirs are.
That's what I mean. I think people
but that's
are missing
where,
that.
you can learn so much about yourself, like, just, like, looking into your own astrology, your own birth chart.
Yeah.
You know, like,
to find out maybe what you like.
Yeah, like, why are you more attracted? Yeah, why are you more attracted to, and Pisces are all about in their fields, too.
You know what's weird that we're talking about this? I just looked up my whole, like, astrological, like,
what birth chart.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
It's called birth chart, yeah.
And it has all the moons? Okay.
Moons and suns and planets,
And I was, like, looking really into it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is so on point. It's so on point. Like, Aquarius is kind of, like, a, like, rebel, and, like, they say that they're kind of, like, independent. They want to be independent.
It's like our trio reel. You're the, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But literally, I'm like, that is me. Like, I'm... And it explains so much, but then I'm Taurus. The other thing was like the softer side of me, and I'm like,
Tauruses are very grounded. Yeah,
it was just
stable.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
it was like
you're rebellious but stable.
Yeah, I'm like yes.
Yeah,
like,
and Pisces are emotional and expressive.
Yeah.
See, I felt more of a connection to my life path number. Like, I am a Gemini. I love to talk. I can, like, talk to any people on any spectrum. I can hang out with them and chat them up. And I do have that as a Gemini. But my life path number 11, is all about spirituality, having trouble with your family in your younger life, and like going through all this like trauma that makes you like the wise old crone as a result of getting on the other side of it type stuff. That was all in like life path number 11 stuff, and I'm like,
I need to look at mine.
That's definitely me for sure.
Mine didn't align with me as much, except the like on personality traits, but the one big thing was it's like you're a traveler and you seek out like a global perspective and like a very worldly perspective. And I think I was actually just talking about that with my girlfriend today, about how sometimes in America you get a little centered and
for sure
on America, and that life path thing was like, you bring a global perspective. I was like, how does it know? That's like I think about that all the time. I think about people in other countries all the time.
Yeah. Well, because you've been there.
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
like,
can like
all the people that I know and met in all over the world are still in those beautiful places doing their lives.
Once you've been somewhere, I think it's like, oh wow, you do see things very differently sometimes.
It like humanizes and makes it the world real. I don't know, that sounds ridiculous.
It's not just it's something you see on a screen. It's something tangible that you can smell and feel and remember, and it hits all the senses.
It's like it creates that sense of like awe, I guess, which I think
that's
need.
a good word for it.
Mine is 3, and I remember reading about it, but I don't remember anything like sticking out. So I can't remember if it was like, oh yeah, I can't remember if it was on point. I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
But I think mine's 3. I think you told me mine's 3.
Yeah. So to get your life path number, in case you don't know and you're interested in learning more about yours,
I don't actually know how you get it.
You take your full birth date, your day, your month, and the year, and then you add all of the numbers up. And then it'll usually give you like a 2 number, and you add those 2 numbers together unless it is 11, 22, or 33. Those are the master numbers. If you get one of those repeating numbers, you do not add them together. That is your life path number, the 11, 22, or 33.
Oh.
So she's a special 11.
Yeah.
That's
and the
cool.
master numbers are actually people who usually have like a more difficult life because they're like guides for the other ones, you know?
You're like taking on the...
Yeah, so it's like, it's not necessarily a good thing to have a master number,
but it's
because
like,
it means a lot of hardship usually.
Yeah, but you
It's
can like
probably
take
more rare.
pride. No,
it is very rare, yeah. It is very rare, but I did read that it was really rare, but I did the life path number for everyone in my family unit, mothers and sisters and brothers.
Oh, that's even weirder though.
And
a bunch of them.
we have like 7 number 11s in my family and 122.
But I mean, it makes sense because of your like.
I guess everybody went through the same trauma as a kid, so that would
you
make
guys
sense.
all kind of.
But I was like, these are supposed to be rare. Why are there 7 of
That
us
is
with the
so
number 11?
weird.
This is crazy. Yeah, it was a lot.
Hmm.
But it was also people like my one sister Hannah that I'm really close to because like the whole family kind of did her like they did me.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course she's
Yeah.
you know, like that would make sense that she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just really eye opening. My mom is an 11 too, which was crazy for me to see.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder like, do you know what your mom went through like as a kid?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like she had it rough.
Yeah. Her childhood was really traumatic.
It sucks because it seems like that is so common for like mothers who had a shitty mother become shitty mothers, and I feel like nowadays it doesn't happen as often.
Yeah.
Like I kind of think that
people are breaking.
like
people are breaking trauma cycles
and
for
I think
sure.
it's partially
therapy.
because we have like knowledge. We can get knowledge from elsewhere, and like there's more opportunities.
And there's
The
resources.
Yeah.
Call back.
Yeah, and there's
Topic
just
1.
a lot more names for things like, you know, like you can actually talk to a professional and they're like, hey, guess what? There's like a word for that. It's called scapegoating, and it happens to other
Inner
people.
child
And
and
then you can understand. Yeah. I think therapy is big because then you can go and be like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And you can be like, well, your mom is doing this because
Literally
her
a
mom
therapy
did this.
Yeah, and then you can go, oh, now I see the pattern,
And
and
then
then I can break it now that I am aware of it.
Not
Like,
only
you have
you
to
can
become
break
aware of
it,
it.
but you can like forgive them a little bit for.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
I had
definitely
so
easy to
much of
forget.
that in
Yeah.
therapy.
You just like are a little more empathetic towards them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You guys.
That's
I don't
like the
think-
one thing that keeps me. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. No,
Yeah.
we're killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to get into my topic.
Oh, we were just flowing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, let me.
No, I'm not saying get into it. I'm saying like we did.
Well,
really
I just
good.
need to hit it again.
Yeah.
It's on 59 seconds. Perfect.
I felt like that was getting kind of long. I was like, I feel like that was a perfect episode right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Wait,
need.
are we done?
Oh my
She keeps forgetting about her.
Sorry.
She like that's like the third time you're like I fucking forgot.
That hurt a lot. Well, because I'm sitting here with it.
Yeah, I love this.
Yes.
But for injuries, we're gonna have to like pick people up. But I love it. It's
Get a
so
Hoyer
good.
lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so comfy.
But so basically, to wrap it up, what we were gonna do on the podcast from now on is like each kind of bring one of our main themes to the table, and each bring like a piece of an idea to talk about something relevant to that week, or just like something that
we're passionate about
in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so whether that's like fitness stuff or relationship stuff, friendship stuff, or spirituality, mental health, self-development, we're going to try to get into that kind of stuff more.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it'll tie to what's going on in our lives too. So it it'll be like a good mixture, I think.
These are topics that we typically tend to discuss when we hang out anyway, so we're just going to dial it in
and
a
I
little
think
bit
we
more.
would like to hear more people talking about stuff like this.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was gonna talk about friendship stuff, but I will save that for next episode.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Tune in,
Stay tuned.
friends.
All right, bring it in.
Oh, our first hug on the new bed.
Love you guys.
Perfect. Nailed it.